Welcome to the CryptoTwits Podcast. I am super excited. This is our 7th podcast. I don't know what number it is exactly, but I'm super pumped because we have our first guest. And I was saying this before the camera started rolling, but am I biased in having a Cardano ecosystem entity as our first guest? Abso-freaking-lutely. And this is Shan. You know what?
Shan.
Also, before we started recording, we went over this, and it was either or according to your mood. You said, yeah.
Yeah.
And you are the founder, CEO of Strike Finance, and Strike Finance is what is the right definition? The largest perp DEX on Cardano.
Yeah, the first and only perp DEX, the largest, you name it.
And it's also like well, you know what? We'll get into that. I have my little format I'm going to follow here. My ADD. If I don't have a little bit of notes here, I will go all over the place. That's why we started talking about the Toledo War. Anyways, so it's I wrote here. So you got into Cardano through Charles's whiteboard videos, which he does a lot of. And most people who watch Charles do a whiteboard or anybody on a whiteboard, they're like, I don't know. Like, so what about that made you want to build in Cardano?
Well, I guess he just really explained what blockchain is to me. And it was during COVID, while in high school, and I just had, all the time in the world. And that was really the first video that resonated to me about what blockchain is. And then, it just got me into the rabbit hole ever since. I want to say I started building on Cardano right after that whiteboard video. After high school, I started working at a startup full time. And then the startup was building a kind of coding assessment HR product. It didn't go that well. So, and then we pivoted. And they were pivoting to blockchain, and I heavily advocated for Cardano, building on Cardano, just because of that whiteboard video, to be honest. And I was there for 1.5 years, learn, the ins and outs of startups, learn the ins and outs of building on Cardano. And after that, that's when I started Strike.
Awesome. Yeah. So you're the lead founder and the lead developer. Do you have a big team, or is it like mostly, if it's like anything in crypto, it's like a 1-2 man operation?
Yeah. That was when we first launched. When a year ago, it was really just 3 of us, 2 developers and one intern. Now we have a pretty big team. We have 6 engineers on the team. I'm no longer the lead developer. I was the lead developer when our V1 launched. But for our V2, it's a CLOB-based Perpetuals trading platform. It's kind of a black box. You can't just pick it up, read some articles and know how to build it. You need domain experts to help you build this out. And so I'm no longer the lead developer. I would say I'm the lead at making things pretty. I built the UI. Well, I'm doing our graphics, things like that.
Okay, this is probably getting a little bit off topic, but I always think this is interesting. Like my wife has her own practice, built that business, and it's weird how that process goes. Because entrepreneurship, that word is turning into like a word that is like as bad as influencer. Because everybody's an entrepreneur, but really, like, you're somebody who started this, and then you built like a team, personnel, like hiring, like what is that like? Like what is it like going from like I need more people, and how do you go from I'm building this to make it, and then how do you go from like you're a boss, you're an owner, you have people?
I don't think we actively, put out a post saying, we're hiring. The last 4, the last 3 hires we made, it was from just us reaching out to, me reaching out to the people I've interacted with throughout the years on Cardano. And I was like, hey, would you like to join Strike and, build our V2 out with us? And yeah, that's how we kind of got all these new personnel. It's not like we ran a post or something, and it's really personnel that we actually need. Like for example, our last hire, which was a quant engineer to build our market making bot. He was someone that I met in Hong Kong last year, And when I knew our project needed someone like this, I just thought of him and asked him if he wanted to join. That's kind of how it went for our last 3 hires.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great. And like, what is it? What this? This isn't like really for the podcast. It's more like for me, like just like what is it like going from like I'm building something to now I have to pay people, and like how that's got to be like a new level of stress because nobody really there's like a school that you learn how to do this,
Yeah, there is definitely no startup schools. There's kind of those accelerators, but it's a bit different once you actually do it. It's definitely pressures. But I think it's fine because I'm pretty confident we're gonna do well. And right now, even though all the prices are bad, I'm overly confident that we'll do well with our V2, and so there's not really much stress for me. It's fun. It's exciting. Like I'm adrenaline's pumping. Like I want to get our V2 out. I want to get our new product out. I want to get new users. I want to get more users. And yeah,
this is a great segue then.
No stress at all.
Because the next section is called product version 1 to version 2 in my notes here.
Oh yeah.
So, like, I guess give like a rundown. What is, I guess like version 1. Also, how does somebody like go? How do you create something like this? Like I've always wondered. Okay, like people who started Uniswap, Binance, or like some of the first crypto exchanges. Like, where do you start? Like, okay, here's some stable coins or another crypto to another crypto. Like, how the heck does that even work?
Great question. Now it's, believe it or not, it's just asking the AI, but also hiring people and asking AIs. That's really how you build these products now. And to be like, I honestly don't know, or I didn't know how to build our V2, but just after hiring the right personnel, that's how you start building these. And then any other questions, just ask the AI or the new person that you hired.
So like version 1, I mean, it's hard to like describe in a podcast but people watching this in crypto obviously have exposure to perpetual decentralized exchanges and crypto in general. Yeah. But what's different about version 2 than what Strike has right now?
Our V1 is based on the GMX model, which is essentially LPs trading against traders, and there's not a lot of risk management that LPs can do. It's really just them, putting money in a pool and then betting on the market going against the traders so they earn a profit. This is okay, but it's not super capital efficient. Our V2, it's a CLOB-based model it's kind of like how centralized exchanges operate, how Hyperliquid operates. And
CLOB stands for what again?
Central limit order book.
A little bit frozen there.
Order book model.
Oh, you're back. What does CLOB stand for again?
Central limit order book. So it's just a order book model compared to where a GMX model, where you can kind of think of it as a AMM model, where just a function.
Oh yeah. So for people not watching this, it's like when the software engineers start talking stuff to me, I glaze over because I'm like, oh. So the 4-leaf clover goes into the potato soup to make your steak kebab. But so AMM, automated market maker, they're all over the place. There's a whole bunch of different ones, and yours is, and Strike's is CLOB, or is that the okay?
Yeah, that's how you say it. For our V2, yes. Our V1, you can kind of think of it's
sure. And the one on V1 is like, that's pretty normal for a lot of other DEXs, that model.
It was, I want to say normal. There's both, GMX is still using that model. DYDX, Hyperliquid, they're using the auto model. But cloud-based model is industry standard for, it's better performant, way more capital efficient. So it's kind of how the big exchanges uses it.
Now, we have a morning meeting every day, and when the TradFi people at StockTwits started asking crypto questions, which they have to do now because we've infected them with our ways. But they were talking about BlackRock's investment in Uniswap, and I was kind of trying to explain like what Uniswap is. And is this, you're the expert, is this the right way to describe like decentralized exchanges and like perp platforms? Is that it lets an individual, not just for like besides the trading aspect, but it lets an individual become their own like little mini market maker?
Yeah, kind of for
liquidity pools.
Yeah.
I'm talking.
That's one of the things. Yeah. Like anyone can become a market maker and earn off the fees, generated from the platform. Yeah, it really democratizes trade for everyone.
Yeah, who really hates it? Citadel and those other entities. Man, once stocks go on blockchains and people's like portfolios, you can just like, instead of just borrowing your shares and get a small fee of the borrowing to short. Oh my God, what are people going to do? And they're like, I'm going to put my Tesla shares here for dollars or won or euros. Oh, it's going to mess up everybody. It's going to be awesome.
Dude, yeah, and you're seeing this on other blockchains already, and it's really going to be the wave going forward. Definitely.
Yeah, it's pretty badass. So right now, you have Cardano, SNEC, and are you adding other tickers later in version 2 or in version 1?
Yeah. This goes back to the GMX model, the AMM model versus the CLOB-based model. The CLOB-based model, it's way more capital efficient, and you actually don't need the underlying asset in order to support an asset. For our V1, you actually needed that. So in order to trade ADA, you needed ADA liquidity pool. In order to trade SNEC, you needed a SNEC liquidity pool. In order to trade, NIGHT, you needed a NIGHT liquidity pool. Or for our V1. And there's not a lot of bridge assets on Cardano, unfortunately. And so for our V2, we wouldn't need the underlying asset. All we need are stablecoins, and we'll be able to support all the blue chip cryptos and even stocks, equities, real assets as well.
No.
Yes. Yes.
On Cardano.
Yes. Yeah, on Cardano, and
this is a legit smile I've got going on here. That's pretty freaking awesome news.
Yeah, I know. I'm not sure I can share this yet, but maybe it's just a high level.
Wait, you're the donor.
We're working with a really reputable Oracle provider that will provide the price feed for the real assets, the stocks, the equities. That will really that'll power those the trading of perps of those assets in our V2. But I don't think I can say their name just yet. But I think everyone knows.
I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to guess. But I'm 90% certain. I bet I know who it is.
Yeah.
People who are familiar with the space could probably put two and two together. Yeah. So I had here written that like 100% of the trading fees and borrow interest, they go to liquidity providers, which is really, I wrote down here, it's aggressive value proposition for liquidity pools. But does that like affect the protocol itself, like on your revenue side?
So not 100% of the trading fee. It's more like right now it's more like 30% of the trading fee goes to the LPs, and all the 100% of the borrowing fee and 100% of the liquidity collaterals, those goes to the LPs, and everything else goes to Strike. And with those revenue, it's more than enough to. It's actually more than enough to cover our expenses, because all of our engineers are actually they're actually taking a pay cut working at Strike, and all of them are also based in Asia. They're not based in the US, which if everyone was based in the US, I think we would run our business.
It's really already cheap to live here.
No,
my sarcasm.
That's the the expectations of US engineers. No shade on them, but you gotta do what you gotta do. It's the expectations of the US engineers, like 6 figures minimum, and so it's everyone.
Dude, it's freaking weird. It's crazy. Yeah. Like I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah, with the $3,000 per month rent, I don't get it, but yeah, it's more than enough right now, and it's also because we, a like I structure deals with our engineers where they're more like co-founders, like all 6 engineers. They're more like co-founders.
Equity
We
partners.
share the profits in the future, and it's they're doing some sacrifices now for benefits in the future. So it's more than enough right now.
Yeah, it's also, I mean, working for a paycheck's great, but working for a paycheck and ownership in something's quite the incentive to do a little bit more. I don't know if that's the right word. Oh, okay. So let's Cardano's DeFi. So, like, what percentage? Like, you have to control, or not control, but you have to make up a good chunk of the volume. Stuff going on, like hard stats, bragging stats. Boom.
Yeah, like for trading volume, we're regularly more than 50% of all trading volume, and sometimes 80%. It depends on the volatility of the assets. And with our V2, it's only going to increase. We expect it to at least increase 10x the trading volume in our V2. And as for users, revenue, and on-chain transactions, we're also the top of on Cardano on those things. And I want to say this. It's also because Perpetuals trading, they're in the broader ecosystem, they're always the number one, most used product. It's probably the number one breadwinner on centralized exchanges. And in Hyperliquid, they're frequently the number one revenue generating protocol in all of crypto. So this is Perpetuals trading, people love Perpetuals trading on crypto.
Oh yeah, people love people. Are you guys ever thinking of doing? This just came to the top of my brain. Like doing any type of like prediction markets. A lot of things are going in that route.
Not really, but we really just want to double down on Perpetuals trading.
One step at a time.
Yeah, one step at a time. Like our V2, after our V2 launch, we still want to add a bunch more features. We want to do a mobile app. We want to do
Fiat
on native fiat on and off ramp, all these things, and really just double down on Perpetuals trading. So, like when we look at like other perpetual DEXs in the space, Hyperliquid, you mentioned DEX, GMX, Jupiter, and Solana's space. Like where does Strike fall into that group? Yeah. So to say that we'll be, better than them on our V2 launch will be, a bit nonsensical. But I think you can kind of think of it like Uber versus Lyft. Well, there's not much difference between, Uber versus Lyft, the actual app. It's just, it eventually it didn't really matter which came first. I'm sure there were like, taxi apps before Uber, but it really just comes down to executions. Who's gonna do more? Who's willing to work harder? Who's gonna build more features? Who's gonna, listen to feedback from the users? Who's gonna get more liquidity? Things like that. And our V2 just gets us in the door, gets us in the arena to start competing against them. And we just have to keep working, keep building, and to eventually surpass them one day. And that as a starter founder, that should be your goal, to be the number one. And what make it what is there anything unique about using Cardano that's different than like Solana or Ethereum when it comes to this kind of enterprise? One of the things I love about Cardano is that you can become a node operator just from a small machine, a Raspberry Pi that fits on your hand. And, everyone here, of course, we're in here to make money, but also some of us also have to make money and, to have that, mentality, principles. Yes, thank you. Those principles, which is, decentralization, making sure, fighting against the big guys. And that's one of the things that, just draws me to Cardano. And as for the tech, preach it, man. As for the tech, it's just a blockchain. Blockchain techs are more or less kind of the same. It's immutable ledger, blah, blah, blah. It's the other things that's that really makes Cardano pops out. Yeah, like definitely principled when it comes to the things I put my money in when I'm investing. Not so much when I'm trading. Not really care about that, but I like a lot of these blockchains. It's like it's decentralized staking. Also, you need to be a millionaire to do it. Okay, exactly. Yeah.
Also, if you want to take it back. We're going to hold it hostage for X amount of days. Depending on how many people want to leave, then it could get extended longer. Like things like Cardano and Tezos, it's like, oh, I want it back. Boom, just take it.
Yeah, it sounds like a small thing, but it's really not. It's really not.
It is kind of a big deal. Also, and the UTXO model. I mean, it's nice. Okay, let's see. Where was that here? Sorry, I was going on a little blah. So, I wrote something down here. I don't remember where I was going with this. You open source all the smart contracts. Oh yeah, explain like the smart contract. To me, explain smart contracts to me like I'm 8, and then also how do smart contracts work when you're trading perps and all that jazz.
I think smart contract is just really like any other programs. It's I can kind of think of. I know you're trying to explain a term using the term, but it's just like a contract that's on a program, and it will always say.
I don't know how to explain to people either. Like I know what it is. Like I know that's the sun, but don't expect me to explain like why it rotates, where how we're rotating around it, and then the physics involved in how it produces heat on the planet. Like I don't know how to explain that.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a term that we're super accustomed to, but it's I think to boil it down to, it's just a program that cannot be altered and is verifiable by everyone. And it will always do what it says it will do, no matter what.
Should they call them something other than smart contracts? What's a better name for them?
I think smart contract is okay. Contract and it's smart because it's programs. I think it's fine.
Okay, all right. I don't know anything. Let's see here. Let's see. Leverage, liquidation mechanics. The rebalancing. Oh yeah, how does that work? By the way, like this is something I don't get either. Like how it works on platforms. I've always wondered about it. So there's a bunch of crazy stuff happening. Prices are moving. How the heck does it monitor stuff happening live to like this has to get liquidated, this doesn't, blah blah blah. How the heck does that work?
Yeah, how does it work? Yeah, I shouldn't probably go into the technical details, but we actually have something monitoring all the trades and the prices, and then if a liquidation does happen, the bot will fire right away. And
was this a question that was like asking somebody to reveal the secret sauce?
Yeah. No, we actually will release the secret sauce once our backend is pretty. They'll also make the backend code pretty, or else if you open source it, you might get people saying, "Wow, your code is ugly." It's a programming thing, but we will actually open source our core auto matching engine, our liquidation engine, and believe it or not, we will actually be the first cloud-based exchange to do this. Hyperliquid, or of course the centralized exchanges, none of them open source their core engines. If Binance open sourced their core engines, we probably would have known what happened during October 10th, but it's not open source.
Yeah.
But no, it's not. Yeah, it's not. But we'll be open sourcing those. Yeah.
Do you want to share your take on that, or like what your theory is on what happened on?
It was probably just a software bug.
I didn't write it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a software bug.
Yeah, it was probably just software bug in Binance, and a lot of people's perpetual exchanges uses Binance as their core price feed. Like we also use that as well. Binance is our core price feed, and if Binance goes down, then the price on Binance goes to the gutters. So about all the other perpetual exchanges. So it was kind of just a cascade effect. It was because Binance is the largest exchange, and we use it as a price feed, or like every perpetual exchange just use Binance as a price feed.
Is that just because they're like, it's like a necessary thing because they're the biggest? They have the most activity?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunate, but it's kind of just the way it is.
Think that'll change anytime soon?
Yeah. Hyperliquid's Bitcoin spread is, kind of better. Well, Hyperliquid's Bitcoin liquidity is kind of now better than Binance sometimes.
I read something about that. Yeah.
It's and then their open interest is catching up to Binance as well. So I'm sure it'll get better.
Awesome. That's good. Let's see. What is one metric that you watch? I don't know if this is really. I feel like I might have just. It sounds like something my wife suggested to ask. What is or actually, yeah, I don't like that one. What is one metric you watch every single day? Like what is the thing that is most
how much
important?
money how much money you made? I think that's really the only for the day. Yeah. Everything else is just smokes and mirrors. It's a startup, it's a company, it's a project. You're here to make money for.
Will I be able to eat in a month? Let's see. Yes, I will.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. What is there's more like just like some broad questions here. So what is the biggest mistake that people make on Strike? Maybe not just like platform specific, but like trading in general. Like what the hell do people do wrong? I have ideas.
Well, there's a lot of things, but there's like just this one super simple thing, which is setting a stop loss. So, like, just set your stop loss like 1 cent above your liquidation price. If you just do that, you're saving like 5 to 10% of your money. Like a lot of people, when I see people get liquidated on Strike, I was like, dude, that's so. Just put a stop loss one cent above your liquidation price, and you'll be saving a lot of money. Because when you get liquidated, in Hyperliquid, in Hyperliquid or centralized exchanges, if you get liquidated, you have to pay a liquidation fee. But if you do a stop loss, you don't have to pay that fee. And so it's just like you're saving money here if you get liquidated. So just put a stop loss. Just put a stop loss.
I mean, I've how long have I been a trader? I got my start in ag commodities and one of the
that's
back when like corn, wheat, feeder cattle, lean hogs, like nobody cared about those. Nobody cared. Now all of a sudden, like cereals and all these ag commodities, people are like they're getting more active. I'm like, why now? Why? But it's just crazy.
Yeah.
But
Pokemon cards, yeah.
Oh, even that too. When you see people like they're holding their white gloves, they got 5 cameras on it while they're opening these packs, and then they're like, "Oh my god!" Oh, the whole room explodes. I'm like, "What? What is that you're looking at, though? I don't get it." But
it'll be me too if it's like worth $1 million and it's just a card and it's worth $1 million. That'll probably be my reaction to.
I mean, I get excited for them. I don't know what it is exciting, but it's like when everybody's laughing, you walk in the room, you laugh too because everybody else is laughing. You don't know what it's about, but like the trading. But what you were saying, my point was, I get off track. Thank God we edit these. But the thing that it's like the curse of trading is it's that loss aversion factor that people have. It's you don't want to lose what you put in. And it's also the reason why when people are up a little bit, they don't hold on to it. They see how much more they can win because they don't want to lose the little profit they made. Loss aversion is just a cruel human. Trading is the antithesis of human behavior. It really is. But that's how people like start new businesses and everything. It's with risk. All right. Anyways, they're preaching there. Okay. Let's see. What is? Oh yeah, we already asked that question. Oh, I wanted to ask this at the beginning because we got a little bit more time left. Like, I want to start like something with when we bring people on, like not have it just be about what they're doing, like. And that's why I was asking you a little bit about like how you started this, but like if you're cool, like sharing a little bit about like your life, like where'd you start? How did you get from where you began to where you are now? Because then it makes I feel like Charles Hoskinson, he's probably like one of the most relatable founders because he tells everybody his story, and like I get that guy, like he's just a dude.
Yeah, dude, Charles. This is what I love about Charles Hoskinson. He's the best at this, like telling stories, creating narrative. He's the best at this. Well, that's how he got me onto Cardano, but of course he's the best at this. But yeah, man. My story. I think I was pretty normal. I went to high school. I was born in China. I immigrated to the U.S. when I was 6. To New York. I was staying in New York up until my freshman year, cause I was doing really bad in high school. I just didn't attend classes. I think just like 186 days of school days. I skipped like 130 days of them during freshman year.
Whoa!
And and as any reasonable Asian parent would be, they shipped me to Ohio to live with my aunt. And then
Are there a lot of Asian Americans shipped off to Ohio? Is that where people go when they're misbehaving?
It's not a lot of Asians in Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah, I was skipping school because I wanted to become a tattoo artist. So I would just skip school and go to a tattoo parlor to draw, to really just draw all day. And my parents, of course, didn't like that. Shipped me to Ohio, and then yeah, I was there for all my high school years. I still managed to graduate on time, even though I skipped my entire freshman year. And then after that, because I didn't do super well in school, as you can tell from my freshman year, and so I just decided to go to start building, and I joined a startup after that. And then
that's awesome.
I think I missed the rest of my story after.
Yeah, that's awesome. I sucked at school too.
Yeah, it's
I went to school for music. Obviously, I'm using it.
Music, yeah.
It was a waste. I mean, it was. I mean,
what was it fun? Did you like music or?
I did. No, I still love music, but actually, it wasn't until I started playing a game called EVE Online that it's like a space game where everything is player made, and it's also like it's hardcore PvP. Like it's vicious. But it wasn't until like I started playing that game, and then I saw like a stock chart for the first time. I was like, oh wow, this is kind of something just tripped my brain where it was like, this is like reading music to me. Like it triggered that same kind of like feeling. So yeah, and then I've been in it ever since. So.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. So you go looking at charts from the game, huh?
Yeah, it was very weird. And then I was like, oh, well, this seems like a much better game. Also, it's a lot more expensive, the markets. Let's see. Is there anything like anything else like you want to share?
Oh. Shameless plug here. We're gonna launch our V2 mainnet this month.
Oh, it's not shameless because this is for Strike. So,
oh yeah, well,
plug away.
Oh my bad. I say that too often. It's become custom now because I just throw it out everywhere I go. But yeah, we're launching our V2 to mainnet this month, and everyone please check it out. Leave feedback.
Oh, this month?
Yeah, this month. But after Lunar New Year though, because all of our most of our teams is Asian, and we're gonna be
half the planet's gone.
Yeah, for a week. So,
quite literally, half the planet is not participating in much of anything.
yeah. He's like, you're not gonna find us anywhere. But
awesome. Yeah. Well, this was awesome. I really enjoyed this. This was great. It's I like being in charge of these because I watch a lot of interviews where they're just like. I don't know. They just seem so kind of scripted. I mean, we did kind of have a script, like an order of operations, but like, I was just really. This was awesome. Thank you so much.
Dude, no, thank you for having me. It's,
hopefully, and we probably have you on again after V2 launches.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.